Hi Libra, this is going to be your general Celtic cross and downloaded messages that I've received for you guys for this third week in August. It's good for the sun, rising, moon, or Venus sign of Libra. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person. It might not resonate with everyone that watches. Check your rising, moon, or Venus sign. If this doesn't resonate, I will put Celtic cross messages out on my other channel, Soma Chandra, for all 12 zodiac signs. The link to that channel is in the description below. If you would like a message to be personal and just for you, you can book a private reading with me. The link to my website is also in the description below this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. As you guys know, I put a lot of energy into the love messages, but a lot of people aren't in union, or maybe they just want to take a look at how their guides see just themselves outside of a relationship or outside of connections. You can take this modified and clarified out Celtic cross and these oracle messages and apply it to any part of your life. If you're a cross watcher, you're welcome to view this message. It might help you understand a Libra in your life. Or if you're having a relationship with a Libra that confuses you, you might be able to reverse the roles and that might bring some clarity for you. But it is a general reading. All right, let's get into it. I have some great oracle messages, and this spread, that what came out for you, all the cards flew out for you very easily, very well. It looks pretty good. I will say that this week, you guys are definitely walking away from some things that no longer serve you. And I think at some point this week, you guys will really need to be calm and listen to your intuition. Strength of character and generosity may be called for as well, and balancing some situations out that might be difficult. Strength only comes when it's called for, and it did come here as the final outcome. Your guides wanted me to use one of my favorite decks. I think it's Oracle of the Light. I cannot remember the name, sorry. What came out for you first was awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And also, what came out was deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Wow. You guys are, this week, will really need to rest and retreat. I think you are healing from something. And I also see that you're having an energetic upgrade. I think you're stepping into a new way of being. This will require some integration on your part. It will require you to bring all the pieces of something, different parts of yourself or different situations in your life together. That's what will bring the energetic upgrade. And I think what will help you get this upgrade is to rest, retreat, be held by yourself. That's important. Apparently, your guides wanted to see that. Two different cards, two cards that sort of seemed almost the same: perfection and recovery. So I can see with deep replenishment and recovery, recovery is echoing deeply replenishment. Sorry, I'm tongue tied, you guys. I think you are recovering from something. I think you're also being given a key and an answer to something as well. Make sure you don't expect perfection. Although this might be great, you might be feeling like life is really perfect right now. I think you're recovering, replenishing, resting. I know I am. I just moved. For me, life does feel pretty perfect right now. But I also got like a second message from this card. I was like, oh, they're feeling like everything is perfect and they're now in a mode of recovery. You might have been asked to be perfect in a situation and you've left that situation. You're now have a new way of being and you're in a mode of recovery. So that might be what's happening. I used my Soul Truth deck for you guys too. 3 cards came out. These were interesting and they may or may not resound through the reading, but your guides wanted you to ask yourself these questions. What excuses am I making right now? Am I in my head or my heart? And do I surround myself with people that lift me up? Yeah, no more waiting. There will never be a good time. The time is now. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. Interesting. Listen to your heart. Are you in your head or in your heart? So some of you might be procrastinating a little bit this week in some way. Some of you might be making some excuses. Can you guys see this? I feel like the light is just terrible. I need more light in this room. This new room doesn't really give me the light that I want here. No, that's wrong. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. I just have different lighting in my new place. So your guides are saying to ask yourself, are you in your head or in your heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Yeah, when you talk to yourself, what's the quality of that conversation? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. Do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. So I really like that. What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is truly a muscle. If we condition it daily, are you conditioning your brain to let your fears take over or for positivity to take over? Okay, so watch for excuses, listen to your self-talk, and ask yourself, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? What's your soul tribe like? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? I love that question. Can you love someone from a distance? I think that this card is really about boundaries. We have a lot of people in our life. How many of them do you let close? How quickly do you let people in? How quickly do you invest and divest, and why? I think this is really about boundaries. Yeah, good messages. I like that. So what's at the center of it all for you this week? Libra, the week of the 17th is Temperance. Beautiful Sagittarius energy. You guys, and I'm reading all in the upright to give the most positive aspects and to give you the best advice. Because when I use tarot as advice, it doesn't really matter if they're in the upright or in the reverse. The card wouldn't be here if that energy wasn't the energy you were in to some degree, or you weren't being called to examine it. Temperance is a major arcana card. It is an alchemy. It is where the angel of the divine is with us, and it's asking us to practice moderation, be patient, bring balance to all parts of our lives, and experience calm, peace, and harmony. We are not excessive, we are not out of balance, and we're able to bring balance between our passionate desires and our emotions. Yeah, so that's the energy you guys are going to be in this week. Being called to bring peace and balance and calm and perspective, determining the purpose of something in your life. You yourself, a relationship. Yeah, I always feel like temperance is about, yes, being patient, yes, practicing moderation, and determining the purpose of something moving forward. The challenge will be the Seven of Wands. So someone might be defensive with you, or you might have to stand your ground. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. It's about not being afraid of obstacles and challenges. It's also about having the higher ground as well. You might feel challenged. You might feel caught off guard. And you might feel as though you need to protect yourself in some way. So it might be difficult for you this week to maintain peace and calm perspective and balance if you're so called caught off guard and being challenged. It looks like you may have the high ground, or someone might be defensive with you and you might have to be calm and peaceful and say, hey, I'm just trying to determine the purpose moving forward and if there can be harmony and peace. Yeah. What's driving you? The Magician to the Eight of Cups. Some of you have Virgo or Aries in your chart, eh? Or you have a magician in your life, or you need to be the magician. What's driving you, Libra, is knowing that this week you will have to be resourceful. You will have to use every tool in your box of tools for life. You will have to use your cup, which is emotion and creativity. You will have to use your wand, which is about passion and about long-term growth potential. You will need to use the sword of discernment. You will need to plant a seed that is grounded. Yeah. You will really have to make it happen. No one will do it for us. The magician comes to say, you're the jack of all trades. If you want something done, you might have to roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. And you need to be the single catalyst for change. You will also possibly need to leave the past behind. Maybe you've been dealing with sort of a trickster energy as well that you've needed to walk away from. When I see this card combination together, it reminds me of the line from the movie The Martian, where, the astronaut is stuck on Mars. I can't remember the actor's name right now. It's eluding me. It's early. I haven't had enough coffee. And this astronaut's stuck on Mars by himself. And he's like, well, there's only one thing left to do. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this. Like, you might have to use every trick up your sleeve to pull your life off this week. Make sure you have a good plan and that you're resourceful and that you accept that you might have to work alone. You might also really feel like you need to walk away from something. Walking into the future blind, you feel the need to escape or withdraw from an awful lot. Perhaps too much has gone wrong in some situations than has gone right, and you need to walk away and go on a new journey, even though it's in the moonlight and you don't really know where it is you're going. Yeah. Deep within and in the past, Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. I seem to recall a couple weeks ago that the Knight of Pentacles came out in your past and deep within as well. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I didn't look at my notes, but I noticed it. I have the 6 here. So here's the conflict, and your guides are saying walk away from it. This might have to do with work. The Knight of Pentacles can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's a young earth sign, someone in their 20s or 30s possibly. But typically the Knight of Pentacles wants to leave the castle. He's not tied down, but he doesn't go far from home. The Knight of Pentacles won't go more than a few days' drive away from the castle. Not always great at expressing emotion, but he puts one foot in front of the other and is a workhorse and gets the job done. So I think that deep within in recent past, you've had to really fight through some change. You might have felt as though that you had to win at all cost, but it sort of went at a standstill, perhaps. You might have felt a little stubborn in this situation, or you just had to do what you had to do day after day and fight through a lot of change. I think that got to the point where you realized, okay, I kind of want to take a little bit of a different tactic. I need to bring some balance. I'm feeling a little caught off guard. Maybe I just need to leave some stuff in the past that I've been really stubborn about. Again, the Knight of Pentacles, often we trust him, we get the job done. He's one of my favorite knights because he works really hard and he's pretty dependable, but he can move slow. He can be stubborn. He can even be a little stuck up as well and not so great at expressing emotion. This might have to do with a situation where there was a lot of conflict and you had to win at all costs. For some of you, this is about career, maybe. This could also be a young earth sign in your life, even an adult child. What your guides are telling you, for the crowning thought position, as most of you know, if you're watching me for the first time, I modify this position and I ask Spirit, what's the advice that you're giving them? The advice that your guides are giving you is leave the past in the past. Go through this. You need to release baggage that no longer serves you. You need to leave that 5 behind. Give up the fight. Don't be so stubborn. You will need to make some forward motion. They want you to simply release baggage that no longer serves you. We do this with or without a person. It's a slow healing energy, and they want you to focus on your own self-worth. The Nine of Pentacles is sort of my spirit animal. Whenever I see it, I say money never hurt me, self-sufficiency never hurt me, self-worth never hurt me. Don't hustle anybody. Don't let anybody hustle you. Maintain a strong level of independence. Know your self-worth and focus on career, health, and independence, in particular, financial independence. Coming into the future, so some of you have really been releasing some baggage and living the single life. You've had to be the single catalyst for change. You brought all this balance. Things were moving slow. I think you were angry and stuck. But I like what's coming in for you. Queen of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, or that could be someone around you. I see you having a strong heart-to-heart connection. And it doesn't matter who this is. A Queen of Pentacles, when she's balanced, is very nurturing and very practical. She's a working parent. She takes very good care of herself. And she has a lot of balance between work and home and health. So you could be connecting to this kind of person. She's often a wife or a mother, or this is you, Libra. I think that you will be focused on being practical, providing for you and yours, trying really hard to work out any work-home conflicts. I think a lot of you will be focused on health and career and family. And I think you're going to feel pretty good. The Two of Cups is a great feeling where we have a heart-to-heart conversation with a person or with ourselves that brings unification, partnership. It suggests a mutual attraction. And if it's just you yourself, I see you looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, how's my health? How's my career? How's my relationship with my kids or my family? I see that that's what you guys will be focused on this week. That's your action and moving into next week, which I love. How you see yourself, though, it's interesting the action you will be taking. So I think this could be a person around you that you're connecting to. This could even be career or a boss or a mom, or a career. I just heard high level position. I don't know what that means. It means something for somebody. You see yourself as the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Lovely. You want to start new cycles in your life and you want them to excite you. Pages are not tied down. They are in a mode of exploration and study. You're feeling you want inspiration, you want to discover more. You're looking for limitless potential and you're wanting new ideas. And this could be a communication. The Page of Wands is the herald of communication. You could receive a communication from someone, or this is you yourself. The Page of Wands sometimes can get a little bored. Sometimes he shows up when we're like, I want something new. I've had a lot of aces and a lot of pages show up for you guys. And I swear, if I see the World or the Fool for you guys, or the Four of Cups one more time, but I see you guys sort of shifting out of some stuff. I think there was just some baggage you needed to release. I think balance is finally coming to some situations for you in your life. You're starting something new. Energy around you. I dropped 4 cards for this. This person sees themselves as the Fool. This person could be an Aries, a Gemini, a Sagittarius, or a Libra, but they don't necessarily have to be this sign. They see themselves as the Fool, starting new cycles in their life, not at all tied down, kind of careless, carefree. The Fool is entirely unprepared for where he is going. Sometimes his dog is tugging on his boot leg, like, hey, watch out, you're about to jump off a cliff. Not in this deck. In this deck, the dog is like, yeah, man, let's go. It's just this person in their backpack. This person is very open, lighthearted, and carefree, and they just want to leave their past behind. They might appear to be a fool. They don't want any baggage. Their feelings, I got the Nine of Cups to the Moon. Interesting. This person's definitely looking for a wish come true, but at the same time, they feel a little anxious and insecure. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancerian as well. For this person, they can't really see what's coming. Things are not as they seem. They might be hiding something from themselves. They might feel a little insecure about opening up emotionally to you. They do want wish fulfillment. Sometimes I associate the Nine of Cups with an indulgence. It's where it's a momentary feeling of happiness. It's like winning the lottery ticket. That doesn't happen all the time. This person might be very satisfied with something, but they might struggle opening up to you emotionally. They might simply think this could be wish fulfillment with Libra, but I'm anxious and insecure moving forward. They might be hiding their true feelings. Sometimes the Nine of Cups feels good to me. Sometimes the Nine of Cups feels smugly satisfied to me. I'll be honest, I can't get a reading off of it entirely because it's general and I'm not going to clarify it out anymore. I think there's a 50-50 chance with what this means for this person. Their action towards you is the Queen of Cups. So they might be focusing on a water sign and not you. That's not necessarily true. I have 2 queens on the table here. You might be communicating or dealing with a water sign and an earth sign this week, or you've got that in your chart. This person has a lot of love for you. She looks a little angry in this deck. This person might be loving to a fault. This could be you holding out a cup of love for this person and this person sort of walking away into the moonlight and you're a little confused and you don't know where they're going, maybe, perhaps. I'm picking up on that as well, or vice versa. They're watching you from afar kind of go off in a new direction, maybe. Yeah. Just know that this person is a very emotional person. They are trying to listen to their intuition. They may at times struggle with creating an emotionally stable environment for themselves or you. Yeah, because they seem to want a lot here. They want a lot with the Nine of Cups. They want it all, but they seem confused and anxious and insecure. They might be hiding something from themselves or you. So I'm seeing a little back and forth with this person. A good heart-to-heart conversation and discovering more will definitely help. You see yourself as the high priestess. Libra, Pisces for me, sometimes Cancer as well. You see yourself as being calm and quiet. You see yourself as having a plan. You see yourself as manifesting from within. I have a magician and a high priestess on the table. So what's driving you is to be the magician. He puts it all out for everybody to see. The high priestess is a little bit more quiet and she manifests from within. You may feel the need to keep plans to yourself this week. The high priestess is someone we go to. You might feel as though you need to advise or counsel people this week. I see you being calm and quiet and listening to your intuition emotionally this week. And you may feel the need to keep plans to yourself emotionally. So on the surface, you might be walking away, but deep within, I think you're listening to your intuition to find answers moving forward. It's never bad. It's good. We're ending on the Six of Pentacles and strength. I think that you will be called to be very generous in a situation this week, Libra, or you may be, I can interpret this in one of two ways. The first thing I heard for was Libra is going to be very generous to someone around them that needs help, but not at the expense of unbalancing your scales. And I think that strength of character will be called for. Strength only comes when it's necessary. It's when we need to be strong. It's when we need to do the right thing. It's when we need to be calm and persuasive and tame the beast, tame pride, tame emotion, tame desire, tame inadequacies and impulsivity. I think your character will, and your strength of character will be tested this week. And I think that you will be called to be somewhat generous, but I don't think you want to imbalance your scales. Another way I can read it is someone might be very prideful with you and hold back and not show you a lot of emotion, and they may kind of breadcrumb you. Just ask yourself how you feel about that if that's the case. I also notice at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles, work, 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 work. You're burying your nose in work, or someone around you might be. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. The Devil is here. There will be some insecurities and difficulties, I think, moving into the end of August that you may have to deal with. Something that tests you, that's not good for you. This might have to do with a group dynamic where there is a lot of tension. It might also involve family, money, long-term stability, marriage, something going down in a court of law. I think you're having to fight through a lot of change here, Libra. Make sure you don't let your insecurities or desire or anything that's not good for you or limits you get the better of you. Watch that you're not drawn into bullshit with the Five of Wands with other people. That speaks to, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Because this didn't come out, the bottom of the deck for me is what's coming in. I think this came out, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Because there could be some situations coming where there could be tension in a group dynamic. It may even involve court and long-term stability and money. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Okay, Libra, that's your Celtic Cross reading and your general reading for the third week in August. I hope it resonates with you, and I also hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you would like to work with me personally. The link to my website to schedule is in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves, and hey, enjoy this deep replenishment and this energetic upgrade. A new way of being is coming, okay? Enjoy that, Libra. Stick to that. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.